All right, y'all. Video's just ending. Hoping a few of y'all pop over. Should reroute or whatever they call it. Should send you right over. There we go. There's Jason. People are starting to come over. That was a fun little spot. That spot actually was kind of inspired by, I don't know if you caught the intro part, but it was inspired by a subscriber who no longer lives on the Cape. And I guess they used to live in the Bourne area and hadn't been in the Bourne area for a long time. They missed the bridge. They miss that type of stuff. I don't know if y'all saw on my community post, but I posted a picture of the bridge and tagged the person. So I'm going to have to retag them in that one as well, just to let them know it's up there. But I kind of wanted to do a little homage to them and just show appreciation that they were a subscriber, and the fact that, heck, I can just get in my car and go to Bourne anytime I want. Sounds like Talia's traipsing around up there, and she's coming to show a picture.
Right.
We only got one person in so far, but you can show Jason. Jason's in here.
Yeah, and then I'll show it again when there's more people here.
All right, so let's see. There are some more people coming in. Oh, yeah. There you go. That is Talia's drawing that she did for school. It is a Dexter portrait.
Can you turn on the camera?
The camera is on.
I mean, no, turn down the light.
Turn down the light? There we go. Turn down the light. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, right?
I also sprayed it with some stuff so it doesn't smudge.
That's a good idea. Steven Taylor, what's going on, buddy?
I'll show it in like 30 minutes again.
Show it in 30 minutes again?
Yeah, for the new people.
You're just going to sit here and promote your pictures all the time? Appreciate you sneaking in there. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, Jason says. That's a good one. She's got talent, you know, and actually it's pretty cool. She was one of 5 kids chosen. One of 2.
Yeah.
Right. So one of 2 kids who was chosen to get a, let me turn this light back on. One of 2 kids in her school that were chosen to have scholarships to this. It's this art workshop place up in Truro, Mass. You may have heard of it, Stephen. God, what is it called? It's like is it called Payamet or something like that?
Truro Center for Art, but it's also called Castle Hill.
Truro Center for the Arts / Castle Hill.
My art teacher used to work there, but they're not doing it this year. And I was like, dude, get over it this year. I want to have seen you there.
Still waiting for her to paint one of your finds. That could be an interesting thing.
No, because like, so the things that you go over the water, you have to like sand it down and clean it like a lot, but it still wouldn't be able to be like paintable on. And like you have to try to find out that'd be good to paint on, and that isn't so like. Eh.
But I got like blocks of metal.
I could paint a bucket.
She could paint a bucket. Oh, Houston decided to jump on Talia over there. It is awesome. We're all pretty proud of her over here. Her talent is all over our walls, right up there above Houston's head is one of her paintings. Houston, what are you doing, buddy? You can't climb over to Leah. I guess he wants to be part of the stream. We should move the speaker out of his face. What do you think's going on, buddy? This is the new guy. This is Houston. He doesn't usually come on camera because he's usually, I'm usually in a different spot. That's a good idea. He wants his own YouTube channel. Dude, you're going to start creating content?
You should make him a TikTok account.
Make him a TikTok account?
Ooh, he's hurting me. He's hurting me.
He is hurting you. He doesn't know his own strength. He doesn't know how big he is. He thinks he's a lap dog. He's literally like laying across her lap. And yeah. So anyways, Jason, have you been out lately, dude? I've got a couple weekends here coming up that I took some extended weekends. I don't think I'm going to make it up to New Hampshire, but I'm going to try the next couple Saturdays to get out to some new places. I might even try to get out to Western Mass.
He's hurting me. He's hurting me.
He's hurting you?
Like his like knee is like pushing down on me.
Dude, you're like messing her up. You're hurting her. She's like barely skin and bones, bro.
I weigh 116.
116. My off days, it's been raining. Dude, this Saturday, okay, we're going to see what happens, and Steven knows all about this. We've had rain for the past 13 Saturdays, or maybe even 14 Saturdays in a row. And we're supposed to be in our summertime right now. It is pretty nice out right now. I've got a bunch of fans going. There's Kelly. How are you today?
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly had a little bit of a mishap. Oh, yep, there we go. I'm going to turn this light, throw this light back down so that way Kelly can see it. Kelly, this is her new picture. She did a picture of Dexter. As you all know, she's super big Dexter fan.
Hi.
Oop. We are doing good.
Again.
It's unfortunate to hear about your mishap there. Seems like Kelly was out on her kayak, and I'm not sure exactly how you did it, Kelly, but you flipped it and you lost everything that was on your kayak, including your magnet, right? What magnet were you using? What magnet did you lose? I coach the Special Olympics every weekend. Yeah, it's horrible. Every single Saturday, Stephen. Can we get a reprieve? I mean, I don't know what it looks like right now for the forecast, but let's see. I'm going to guarantee it probably says rain for Saturday. Look at that. 20% chance of rain on Saturday. Once again.
Wait, you want to see
that? Stuck on something and you pulled.
This is from January.
Yeah.
This is from right now.
That's crazy. You should show that too.
Yeah.
Let me turn the light back off again, guys. She's going to show. Oh, Houston's like right up on her.
Okay. So here's. Okay, wait. How do I?
There you go.
Okay, so here's from like
That was January. It says January right on it. January and then today.
Yeah, today.
Yeah. It's amazing what her skill is. Just in a few months has changed too.
I couldn't find the January one. Somewhere.
That's probably it, Stephen. Using the Brute Boss. Okay. So you're literally using like the same magnet that I'm using because the 3500 battle magnet is the same thing. There you go. I still have yet to get any sort of something that's going to float. Kelly says, keep at it, girl. See?
You need to get a boat.
I do need to get a boat.
We should get a sailing boat because I sort of know how to sail. Sort of.
That's a lot of maintenance. You gonna help me out with the boat?
No.
No, see? That's why we're not getting a boat. I can't be the only one. I'd like to do what Magnet Junkie and Magnet Troll, Nick and Aaron, I'd like to do like they're doing and find a pedal boat because that would be super stable. Kayaks always freak me out for the exact reason that happened to you, Kelly.
You should get one of the really, really like small motorboats.
Well, that's what I was thinking of, but this sounds like something worth checking out.
But I feel like you need to
I will follow up on your little tip right now.
But I feel like you need to make more like sturdy.
But that's what Jason's mentioning right here. Aquos inflatable pontoon. That's smart. Smart. Aquos pontoon boat. Yeah, Jason, I don't know about those. Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. There's the inflatable one. Yeah, these are outrageously priced, dude. That's not happening. I could maybe afford this little inflatable float tube. Oop, can we get that on there? That little thing, I could probably float that one, but that price right there, that's not happening.
What's the cost?
The one that Jason's talking about, the cheapest one I see on here is $7.99. Backpack series though, so like you can literally probably fold it all up into a backpack or something.
You should just get like a wooden motor.
What I'm thinking about doing is getting one of those pedal boats. The ones where 2 people can fit on it, and you just push with your feet. You pedal it.
Like the ones that are like goose that you see in like some like popular like cities, and you have to like row it.
No, not row. Like you
Yeah, no
literally.
pedal. I know.
There's pedals.
Yeah, like the
and
ones.
It has a little rudder on the back to help you steer.
So we would have to be doing work.
Yeah, manual labor, man.
Okay, I don't like the idea.
She doesn't want to do that either.
Yeah, I'll just be the cameraman.
But your feet will be near the pedals. You're not gonna help a brother out right here?
No, Alex and Colin can do that for you.
Houston, you gonna come? You got 4 legs, bro.
You can do all of them at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna get Houston. He's giving me the side eye. Hola, Luis. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? How are you? Yeah, it's good exercise. See, put some meat on your bones. She doesn't like you right now, Kelly. I really wish I knew what the rest of you were saying there, Luis, but my Spanish is still not good. No bueno.
So today I was speaking Spanish, but I really wait.
I will tell you, say hello. See there? Steven stuck up for you. You need a motor. Even if I did get the pedal boat, Steven, I've thought about getting one of those tiny little trolling motors. Not super crazy. I mean, I don't need to have the thing like tipped up or anything and popping wheelies. But if we could go a couple miles an hour and not have to fight against any sort of current, that could be cool. What?
Okay, wait. Can I say something in Spanish? Okay, what? Okay.
Who are you talking to in Spanish?
Who? Do you think?
Luis, okay.
Okay. Hoy está hablando español con un amigo con un mal acento americano. I was speaking Spanish with a friend in a really bad American accent.
I see. Hey, Kevin, how are you today, buddy? I appreciate your email on Father's Day. My apologies for not getting back to you, but I'm grateful that you sent a message over, so thank you. Yeah, I mean, my exercise is literally work and magnet fishing, Kelly. My shoulder's not a big fan, though. He's probably making you sweat, isn't he?
I have like a tank top on and everything. I'm fine.
I know, but he's like 100 pounds of pure heat. He probably weighs about what you weigh.
Maybe even fatter.
Just arrived from going out detecting in a park with my wife, Veronica. That's amazing. You must have used a translation thing there, but that is absolutely cool. Are you going to put that on a video, Luis? That would be fun to watch. Didn't realize that your wife went out with you, but say hello to Veronica for us. I sympathize. I had 2 shoulder surgeries. Yeah. Luckily, they say I didn't need one, Kelly, but the problem I'm having right now is I can't get in anywhere to PT to try to strengthen the shoulder. And so I feel like going out and even just doing everyday work, I feel like I'm kind of, I feel like I might be doing too much more damage to it, you know? And when I do magnet fish, I do try to use my right, so that way I'm not putting as much pressure on my left. Because it stinks. Once you hit 50, things start falling apart really fast. Be careful. You only got 37 more years.
What?
And then you're going to start falling apart.
That's fine. I think I'm mentally falling apart.
You're mentally falling apart. That's all right.
Definitely not physically. Mentally, it's a different story.
I'm right there with you. Yep. But anyways, going back to the whole 3-day weekend thing. God, I'm dying of sweat here.
I'm not.
Let's see if I can take that off for a little while. But I was really thinking, I've told Roger from Dirt Devil Detecting that I really wanted to make it out his way a bunch of times, but I think I'm actually going to go a little further out and go to Springfield. Springfield, from what I'm told, it's a pretty shady place, and I want to find some interesting stuff. I've been on the Cape now for multiple weeks, and I do appreciate a good cleanup because obviously we live here and stuff, and getting the garbage out of the water is pretty cool. But I would love a little of excitement. So I think we're going to go to Springfield. And it's rare that I have a Saturday off, so Colin can come and Talia if you want to come, but it's like a 2.5, almost 3-hour drive.
I would love to go because maybe we can stop at Six Flags. So we're not going to stop at Six Flags?
No, we're not going to stop at Six Flags. Are you crazy?
But it's Six Flags.
Going to Boston, get to help. Yeah, things do get too crazy down here, Stephen. I'm actually really having a hard time with Cape Cod Healthcare and trying to get any sort of assistance for my mother. Even though there's 4 of us, check your WhatsApp. I sent some videos. I will check. I will check after, Luis. No flags. Six Flags she was talking about. We have a Six Flags amusement park in Western Mass in Springfield. But anyways, back to that, Stephen. So, it's been 3 months now, and we've been trying to set up things like VNAs, or just even somebody who can just stop in and do a wellness visit. She doesn't necessarily need somebody to take care of her. It definitely wouldn't hurt. But Cape Cod Healthcare is failing her. Unfortunately, like they do so many, because Cape Cod Healthcare is probably some of the worst ones around here. It's a business. It's not healthcare. I have tons of people that work at the hospital itself. I won't name any of them. Houston, you're hurting her, bro. Come on, man.
Guys, since I'm getting injured so much, you guys should start saying that I should go to Six Flags because I'm getting injured so much. I'm just so
because
sad.
the dog,
I
because
need to make me more happy.
Because the dog is sitting on her lap. She thinks that means that we get to go to Six Flags. I'm telling you, how about this instead? And I've told you about this already. At some point this summer, I didn't even realize that my microphone wasn't plugged in. Are you guys all hearing okay? I just realized my microphone is sitting here and it's not even plugged in.
You hit my foot. This
Sorry.
is no reason why.
Sorry, yeah, we're keep injuring Talia over here. But I'm really curious how it sounds, Talia. But there's Canopy Lake Park. Remember I told you about that? Canopy Lake Park. I appreciate that, Kevin. I work in healthcare and deal with many insurance companies. I appreciate that, Stephen. That's exactly what it is, dude. It's the insurance company, but it's not just in healthcare. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, but I don't know if you guys remember back in like October-ish, my son had just bought a car and was having issues with it, and we literally had to drive it there and force them to take care of it. Long story short, this past weekend he brought it to a place in Maine to have the bearings replaced on it because it was a little wobbly, and guy ordered all the parts, and when he went to go put them all on and started taking things apart, he said, yep, I can't do this. And it's because your frame is rotten. Like it's so rusted out. So my immediate reaction was to call up the place, of course, even though it's been since October. But they're already out of business. So I reopened a case that I had. There's Roger. How are you, buddy? Reopened the case that I had with the Attorney General's office, and the woman I spoke with from the Attorney General's office actually remembered me. But getting to the insurance thing, so I figured I'd take a stab in the dark and see. That's great. That's great, Luis. So I called my insurance company, stab in the dark, figured maybe because this thing was totaled, or, you know, I pay so much god darn money to this insurance company that they would help me out. But nope, there's absolutely nothing. Oh, hello, Jody. Appreciate you popping in here, and Raiden from Buddy Big's channel. But yeah, so anyways, the insurance company said no, and that's not going to work out for them. And I appreciate that, Jody. Thank you. What's up, David Alfonso? Oh, I remember you from being over in Buddy's channel there. I appreciate you sneaking by here. But the crappy part is, guys, Buddy, what's happening, dude? Appreciate you sneaking over. The thing that stinks the most about it is he still owes almost $7,000 to Capital One on it. Capital One won't do anything because, I mean, they're just a credit company. Oh, she's sitting right next to us and she thinks she can raid. Oh, that's the picture you used, right?
No. I used the model photo of Michael C. Hall on the...
Huey, what's going on, man? Appreciate you sneaking in. Appreciate
I forgot what, like...
Jason E. Minor popping in here. Appreciate you guys all sneaking in. Not a ton really going on. We're just kind of going on rants and raves about how the healthcare industry sucks.
Sorry.
Oh, and Talia's showing off her pictures and paintings and stuff.
Oh.
That's really bright. That is her picture, self-portrait of Dexter.
It's not like self-portrait. The self-portrait is more like it's you, but it's this, but unfortunately it looks flipped. Wait.
What's happening, Colt? This is actually a really big problem, Stephen, you know, because the car dealership is now out of business. There's nothing we can do about it. Oh, is that the one you used?
Yeah, but it looks flipped. Like the photo itself is flipped. Wait, here.
Yeah. Going to New Hampshire this weekend. Where are you going? She's got some talent. Hello, Dorothy. I appreciate you sneaking in. I've seen you around in various places. Where are you going in New Hampshire and what day? Colt. Because I could be. I was thinking about going to Western Mass, but we're gonna have to probably leave really early in the morning, and I don't think my son wants to start off his vacation driving out that far. Maybe Monday I'll go out to Springfield, but Nashua, New Hampshire, with Donnie and his family. Okay, that's not something I can raid. You guys do your thing.
You know where we should go?
Where should we go?
Salem, but so my mom comes with me, and while you magnet fish, we have a separate vlog, and we all spend all of our money in Salem.
I don't have money to spend in Salem.
I
don't know who you're talking about, or two.
Guys, donate money if you want me and my mother to spend all of our money.
But we just went to Salem with all these guys. See, Colt, he was up in Salem with me.
Okay, well, you guys should have got me something. Each one of you should have got me at least one thing.
Nashua is just over the border of Tingsboro. What does that mean? There you go. This is what Luis says. Says, Talia, you draw beautifully. You have a lot of talent. I congratulate you. And it'd be an honor if you drew me in my adventures. We'll find you a good picture of Talca or Luis. You could do it. That would be a pretty cool picture.
Okay. If you pay me. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Kids nowadays. I'll go to Salem with you, Nate. See? Colt would go back. We'd have to
Yeah.
find somewhere different. I actually, we don't even need to find anywhere different, dude. That spot where we were in, with everybody, dude, that place was ridiculous. What are you taking off?
Every time a new person pops in, you just shows them.
Every time somebody pops in, I got to show them your drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I won't bother you for paying me.
Paying you for what?
Guys, he is not paying me. This is child labor.
Child labor. You don't do anything.
No, I am a cameraman and he doesn't even pay me.
You're not even a cameraman. You hold a phone.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing. I'm a cameraman. I'm a narrator.
See? Even these guys.
He's not paying me. I am a cameraman. I am a narrator. I help this entire YouTube channel out, and he's
Dude,
not paying me.
Did you guys see the last video that she did? She filmed the ground for like 50% of it. I couldn't use any of that footage.
No,
You want to get paid?
Yeah, I want to get paid.
Step it up, girl.
Okay, so I think
Step
you're
it up.
being mean, and I think you're really like
Am I being mean or what?
he's being mean because at least I'm like trying. Okay, at least I'm actually I'm following you guys. I actually am I actually am funny, like some people here.
Funny.
You know what's considered funny. I'm so funny.
You're funny to other people your age.
No, I'm funny to everyone. They all laugh.
That's right. See, Dorothy's got my back.
My mom, not Nate. So Nate.
Are you kidding me? Do we want to do a cost by cost, like a cost analysis here?
No. My mom, she pays for everything that I have, but Nate doesn't. Not everything that I have.
The
Like
couch that you're sitting on,
yeah,
the
but
floor that you're standing on,
yeah, but like
the walls that you're within,
No. My
the
mom's
property
paying
that you're on.
My mom's paying that.
Are you kidding me?
No, she is. She pays rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's her.
But okay. So I'm gonna stop paying the lights. I'm gonna stop paying for the gas and the water.
My mom is helping you, and you're being mean. Wow.
I'm chopped broccoli. That's basically what I am. It's chopped broccoli.
You're just so mean to me and my mom.
I could do that.
You
mean. What are you talking
You
about?
don't deserve my mother. No, you don't deserve me.
You're out of your mind. She's a crazy person. I'm finding a new cameraman. This
Like
dude,
who?
that dude right there. He's my new cameraman.
You can't.
Houston, you need some opposable thumbs. Stat, bro. Stat. God, that was rude. It's all just fun and games. It's all good.
Hey guys, so I have a really good book recommendation.
What book are you showing? Oh God, here we go.
So I'm currently reading the second book, and the second book is like tattered up on like the sides, but this one isn't because I took care of it really goodly, really good.
Goodly. Yeah, teenagers. You heard their My Chemical Romance song called?
I don't like that one. I think it's a popular song. I just kind of like don't like it.
Yeah, I already sent the photo. Awesome. I'll check it. Luis.
It's a payment here. Like, I'm not doing this for free. Guys, if you want to commission me right now, you have to pay $100 because it's my time.
You're out of your
my
mind.
Energy. It's with my materials.
You have to build what's called a portfolio first.
I already have one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Back to basics for today's students. C. Yes. And whatever other languages I can say the word yes in. I actually saw, funny you said that, Kelly, because right before we came on here, I was watching something on TikTok, or I don't remember exactly. And I don't know if this dude was just trolling everybody. That's another one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Most artists don't make money until they've passed.
I know.
So you better leave a legacy, girl.
I can just be like Leonardo da Vinci.
You could be.
Yeah, guys, I'm the new Leonardo da Vinci. Or I could be like who painted the Mona Lisa?
The Mona Lisa?
Was it Leonardo
That was
da Vinci?
also Da Vinci.
Yeah. Well, I could be the next. I don't know.
What? Oh my good Lord, Da Vinci is exactly right. This one.
I love
Did
that.
you even hear this crap, man?
Da Vinci?
Da Vinci.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Who painted
Dude, do you hear that? Do you hear this? Who painted the Mona Lisa? She asks me.
No, because I forgot.
What?
Thanks, he painted the Mona Lisa.
Da Vinci.
I think it was Bank. Oh, I gotta turn on my internet.
There you go. You should take it to a tourist area, and while you magnet fish, you can draw for tourists to make money. Yeah, there you go.
Caricatures. But I could do really bad ones and make them purposely ugly. And they would have to be like, oh, it's so great. And then walk away. And that's how you get more people.
But he froze for a minute. I think he's fixing his internets.
Bro.
That would actually be great because you've got those silly little fugly things. She could be a tattoo artist and make a ton of money. Yeah, I know. Do you know how much money this monstrosity cost me?
Yeah, but also I want to be a tattoo artist because I'm I don't know, tattoo weird. Not tattoo weird, but tattoos are difficult because it's on skin. And what if you do something wrong? Have you seen
If you do anything wrong, you do a cover up like you do like this is.
Yeah, but I feel like this is fucking the person who did it.
What's up?
Sorry about that. I was fiddling with my internets.
Internets, yeah.
Hey, Kelly.
15 mins per drawing.
I think I just said hello to everyone in here just a little while ago. Thank you to everybody who came over for this raid. Jason, what's going on, buddy? Let me catch up real quick. Okay, just want to say hi to everybody I missed. Hi, Talia. Hi, Nate. How you guys doing?
You're doing good,
Say hi
man.
to Dexter.
Say hi to.
I'm sweating, absolutely sweating to death.
Yeah, it's hot today, dude.
Okay.
Dude.
I'm going now.
Steven, hello. Nate, I couldn't do anything today. Actually, did errands and everything all day long. I put together a workout bench for my wife and did all these different. I went shopping to get a bunch of different stuff. It's crazy. I've been running around like crazy. And then I wanted to do something for YouTube, but it was too hot. And finally, I set up my sluice, and I had to have a little bit of a live stream. And I hated to be on top of you for a little while, but I made sure everybody came over and said hello.
Absolutely, Huey. It's not cheap for tattoos at all. No, that's cool, man. Today was brutal. I actually, because it was Juneteenth or whatever. It's one of the newly selected holidays that my job gives us.
Nice.
But OT is so rare that I was like, all right, I'll do it. I didn't realize that they were going to. I didn't realize I wasn't going to be able to do business stuff today, and I was going to be in residence, residential. And it was brutal, dude. Every single job I went to today was a bad drop. Every single one of them. And my very first job of the day, right when it started to get all muggy and humid, I had a 2-pole drop.
Bad drops from the pole to the house?
No, it was a pole to a pole, then the house.
Yeah.
I had to move my ladder multiple times. By the time I was finally finished, my shirt was soaked and I could have gone like that.
Dude, I remember that well, carrying those, whatever they are, 30-foot extension ladders and high winds and everything all by yourself, replacing drops, all that.
It was horrible. And there was all this overgrowth, and the second, the bump pole that they had was in the side of their property in the woods. So I had to carry the ladder in real low, stand it up, and it took me 10 minutes just to set my ladder up, never mind run wire.
Yeah.
So
Jason, what's happening, buddy?
I was toasted.
When I worked for cable back in the day, it was a long time ago, 30 friggin' years, something like that. It was that year that we got 2 feet of snow overnight on April 1st, and everything came down.
Right. I remember that. There was actually there was a storm in 2015 down here. I don't know if you probably got it as bad as we did, where it was just one storm after another, and it just kept piling up.
Yeah.
And like that one was so bad that my neighborhood didn't even get plowed out for like 3 days. And finally my boss was like, you have to walk out to a main road and then someone will pick you up.
Right.
I'm like, you're making me walk. And I had to walk probably a half mile with all my tools, my tool belt, everything.
Bull crap. The company has to rent me a snowmobile.
That's basically what I told him. I was like, you know, if this isn't plowed by tomorrow, dude, I'm not doing this again. You know, like
that's unreasonable. That's unreasonable to say you have to come to work if your neighborhood can't be plowed out. You know, unless they do something to help you get out of that. If
they want to pay a plow, it's plenty fine by me.
You know how it is. You can't reason with boss man.
No. Nope, you can't. But I definitely am appreciative of the fact that I got to work today on a holiday because they are very stingy with overtime right now.
Yeah.
So I worked 8 hours, and because it was a holiday, they pay me for 20.
Oh, hell yeah. Double time and a half? Almost.
Those are the good days.
Double time and a quarter. Hell yeah. You can deal with that.
Double time and a half, exactly. So
the man don't listen, Kelly.
Yeah. I'll take it. The man don't listen. No, they don't.
So, Nate, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go magnet fishing with you again, but I do have some pretty exciting stuff coming up this week.
Oh, yeah? You got that gold prospect? You got that camera?
Monday, yeah, exactly. Monday morning, I'm going to Coos Canyon in Maine, and I'm going gold prospecting. I'm going to sleep over 3 nights. I expect to get 2 good full days of gold prospecting in, just camping, cooking, having a good old time. And a lot of my friends in the gold community are up in Maine, and I'm hoping to be able to see a bunch of them. And yeah, I'm excited.
They're already up there?
Well, they live up there, a lot of them.
Oh,
they don't live they don't live in Byron necessarily, but they're not that far, you know, they can come. So there will be a few people. Unfortunately, there's a big prospectors like meeting and everything like that event, something like that this weekend, but I can't go up this weekend. My daughter has her tomorrow my son has his baseball game, and then I forget what Saturday is, and then Sunday my daughter has her 14th annual dance recital, so can't miss that, obviously.
Yeah, no.
My daughter's been dancing since she was 3 years old, and every year, you know, they have a big recital at the high school. They have this big, you know, what do they call it? Auditorium and everything.
Now, what type of dance is it? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop. I don't know. You know, all the dances that I do, but not as good.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, maybe it runs in the family and she'll catch up eventually.
Maybe. I doubt it. I'm pretty talented.
I bet.
Yeah. So I gotta find a dry shirt. I feel disgusting. I'm actually drenched, but I think I have a dry shirt in the dryer.
It's the same thing here, man. I've actually got a fan going over there. It is absolutely brutal in here. But I refuse to put the AC in yet because the nighttime cools down and I'm not going to pay for this AC. Sorry. I'm the old grumpy guy who doesn't want to pay for AC when it's only 77 degrees out. But he disappeared pretty quick. But Kelly, I definitely feel for you with losing that magnet. Having lost many of them myself, one of my battle magnets, like I said, it's exactly like that brute boss. I think eventually I'm going to add central air here.
I need a decent magnet, but it's on a long list of things that I need.
Right.
Oh, you know what else I'm doing, Nate, is Saturday night on my friend's channel in the UK. I think it's about 5 p.m. our time. I am doing a challenge with my friends Not Tonight Honey and Simo Sups and them, and we are going to eat the world's most sour candy.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah.
I would do that.
I don't have a link for it, and I don't know if I'm going to go live or if I'm just going to let them have it on theirs or if I'm going to go live as well on the side. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet.
Right. Go live.
I have to talk to them.
But I'd watch that. What's that, Saturday night on Simos? Or is it scheduled to someone else's?
Oh, Not Tonight Honey. Escobar and Twisted Fairy. It's their husband and wife gaming channel.
Did you hear what
happened? Did I hear what happened, buddy? I don't think so, Kelly. Out of context, I mean, I hope you're not talking about the War of 1812, because that was pretty bad.
She's definitely not talking about the War of 1812.
Diabetes. Shane, diabetes.
Shane, what's going on, dude?
Just call me Wilfred Brimley, okay? I ain't afraid of no diabetes.
I don't know if I'll tell you or if she's typing. But we'll see if Kelly types this out or not. But
oh, okay. Did someone in the community get hurt?
well, I don't know if she's tapping away. I'll go for it. Yeah, there she goes. She got stuck on a piece of metal and then flipped the kayak. When she flipped the kayak, the rope came out of her hand and she couldn't recover it back. Couldn't find the magnet because the rope had fallen in too.
Well, you know what? You lost your magnet, and that stinks. Those things are so expensive. And if you love magnet fishing, you have to have a magnet. I'm so sorry that happened, but I'm also very grateful that you didn't get tangled up in that rope and go down with the magnet. I mean, at the end of the day,
earlier, 100%.
At the end of the day, to lose a magnet and rope, that's kind of tragic. That sucks because it's expensive, and none of us who do this have a lot of money, you know. Right. But yeah, so I'm really glad you're okay, though. I mean.
And she was super smart, and she had on a safety vest. So that was also another thing too. So let that be kind of a lesson to anybody in here. Yeah. If you're going kayaking, you got to put on a vest.
I'll tell you what, the law says, I can swim. I can swim fine. Yeah. And the law says that from April 15th or whatever it is to like September or whatever, October, you don't need to wear life vest, but I always do. Because when I'm in my kayak, I'm fishing, I'm doing other things, and it's always possible to get a little tangled or even just you get tired. You never know. I mean, especially at my age now, my fitness, I got to be aware of these things. I think I can swim across the lake, but can I?
I thought that a few years ago, I thought I could, and I actually challenged somebody to swim across a relatively small lake. I got about halfway and turned around. I was like, I can't. I don't have the stamina that I used to be able to, that I did when I was a kid, you know?
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. I knew someone who their brother died because they fell out of that canoe and they got caught up in the weeds. And after fighting with the weeds, you lose all your energy and then you can't even keep your head above water. And cold, if you're in very cold water, after a very short time, your muscles just don't work anymore as much as you want to swim.
Right. Know? Well, especially too if you just dump yourself over. That depending on how cold it is. I mean, that could shock you right away. That's the most dangerous part is the initial drop in the water. You know.
Talca, saludos, cordiales desde Boston.
Close enough. You're not in Boston.
I can't read good. Cordiales.
Saludos
cordiales desde Boston.
I gasped, and that's what I'm talking about exactly, Kelly. Is a lot of people when they fall into that cold water and they gasp and they go under. Now you're taking in a whole mouthful.
And if the water is up to here and you gasp and you start choking, that's it. I mean,
there he is.
Mark tagging.
What's going on, dude? Mark's still out and around doing his thing.
Yeah, I was actually on a date. The girl whose brother had drowned, I was actually on a date with a friend of mine, her guy, and her friend and me. And we were driving past this lake nearby in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, Lake Nipponicket. And I was like, oh, I love that lake. I go fishing there and stuff. And she goes, my brother died in there last summer. He fell out of his canoe and drowned.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, what do you say after that? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Hey, we're going to have a great time today at this event.
Yeah.
And she's not even funny.
I'm going to be in misery because my brother died here. Jeez, way to bring it down a rum, huh?
Lake Nipponicket, Kelly. They call it the Nip. It's in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, right off of Route 24 and Route 104.
Dude, you know what I'm trying to find, and maybe you know of places around your area that have these. I think one of the new spots I'm going to try hitting is spots where people do a lot of jumping, like rope swings.
Yeah.
Things like that, because I've been watching some dudes. There's a channel called Man and Water or something like that, or Man versus Water. I'm not exactly sure, but he does it and he finds all sorts of stuff where people are.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can do all the magnet fishing. I just want to go off the rope swing and swim around and be ridiculous and stupid.
There you go. I'll do that. I'll even go under and get some underwater shots.
Nate, I've been telling you, I got a place very near me, in a nearby town Across the water is a beautiful stone mansion. It's the most beautiful scenery in the world. I have signal there, and I know that I dragged 2 bikes right to the edge of this big giant rock outcropping, but I only had my wimpy Kratos 950 clamp with me that day. I didn't even have a hook. And I know I have 1 or 2 bicycles right at the edge, and who knows what else.
Okay. That's good to know. Like I said, I've got a couple 3-day weekends coming up here. I usually only have Sunday and Mondays off, but I've got the next 2 Saturdays off.
Also, I saw this awesome bridge going over a river that seemed really, really good. And I went further up the road, and I saw a restaurant, and I was like, wait a minute, I think me and Nate ate at that restaurant. And then I came around the way, and I was at the viaduct.
Oh, okay.
I marked it on my map, that river and bridge.
In Canton.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually pretty close to Canton because this past weekend, I went to the bridge that I first met Josh at, where I found my first gun.
Nice.
And got nothing.
I'm bummed Josh won't be in Maine for my August trip. Josh won't be in Maine the same week as me this year. I'm going August 1st this year. I'm not sure when he's going.
Yeah, speaking of
okay.
Maine.
He's bad luck. He gets me attacked by wild animals.
Speaking of Maine, when this weekend, my son was supposed to come down. I don't know if you caught the part of me complaining about the cars and stuff like that, but he got taken for a ride with his car and basically bought a lemon. The place itself, it's now like 8 or 9 months later. The place is now out of business. We can't hold anybody accountable for it. The frame is completely rusted, and there's no way in 8 to 9 months.
It's so important. It's stupid to say things like this in the afterwards because it's too late to help. But if you're gonna buy a used car, you have to, even if it costs you a few dollars, you have to have a mechanic you trust check it out because they're gonna look at the frame. They're gonna listen to the engine, look for any water or anything. Check out the transmission and all that important stuff.
I wish I had done that, but originally with this particular car, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I told you, but when we first bought it, we had to bring it back multiple times, and they put supposedly $3,500 of their own money into it because they had their own like mechanic on site or whatever to do repairs because they did a lot with used cars.
Yeah.
And
can't do shit with a rotten frame though.
I appreciate that, Steven. I'll look into that.
Take care.
Appreciate
you. If you look on Facebook Marketplace, every single pickup truck that's like within affordable range, because I was looking for a long time, has a broken frame. Everyone.
Yeah.
And all these people will say frame needs repair or something like that, which is ridiculous. The car is totaled. If you see a pickup truck and the bed is a little like
right,
the frame is broken.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part is I just didn't, I'm not a mechanic, I'm a cable guy. So I didn't know anybody nearby to where this particular auto place was.
Yeah. So you're a cable guy. So my question is, why didn't you ask Matthew Broderick to help you and if he knew anyone?
Because I don't know him. Yeah, but yeah, the thing that sucks is my son was supposed to come home from Maine this weekend. He's got a new girlfriend. I can't weld. He's got a new girlfriend. He wanted her to come down and meet everybody. He wanted to show her Cape Cod because she's never been down here before. I wish I had that skill, Jason.
Yeah. To properly fix a frame, though, literally you got to take the car off the frame. And you can weld it. But the amount of, like, work hours and everything like that, I mean, it's just not worth it in most cases. Unless it's a classic or some car that you really love and you don't want to get rid of it, even though it doesn't make sense to not get rid of it.
Right. Well, the problem is this is his only ride. And, like, now we're stuck. Like, he drives 40 minutes to work each day, like 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back home.
Not anymore.
No, well,
I'm sorry.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Andy, what's up, man? You must be staying up a little late. Andy's from
Andy, what's up?
There.
That's 2 awesome trucks because that myself. Yeah. I wish I never sold my Ford F. I mean, I had to, but I wish I never sold my Ford F50 with the Super Cab. That was a great truck.
A Ford F50 with the Super Cab?
Yeah. That was a great truck. Sold it about 5 years ago, and I haven't had a car since.
I had a 98 Ford F-150 with the extended cab, and it had suicide doors.
Yeah, cool.
It was actually a really cool one. We would take it to the Wellfleet drive-in all the time because that bed was gigantic.
Nice. I might have to go to the drive-in soon because I want to see 28 Years Later, and I don't like to go to the movie theater.
No, you don't like the theaters?
No, I haven't been able to go to the movie theater in years. I can't handle it. It's too much.
Yeah.
But I do like the drive-in.
Drive-in's great. But I also, I'm also not a big fan of going to theaters. That's why usually I'll wait 2 to 3 weeks after something releases, because I don't want to be sitting in a room with a couple hundred people. I'd rather sit in a room with
I can't handle the theater anymore myself. Dude, the drive-in is pissing. My wifey took me to see Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World like a couple of months ago over to the Menden Twin Drive-in, and that place is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a long drive though, and if you watch both movies, you don't even get home until ridiculous, like 2 o'clock in the freaking morning.
2 o'clock, yeah. And that's what we have a problem here in Wellfleet. Wellfleet is a 50-minute drive from my house. Yeah. So when that thing gets out at midnight, 12:30.
Really? Because Menden is about a 40-minute trip from my house.
Okay. That's not that bad then.
Kelly, man, a 1932 Ford 3-window coupe. Oh, hell yeah. Street rod.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not much of a car guy myself, honestly. I don't know that much about cars.
Yeah.
I'm not like a sports guy either. And you know how when you're at a party and everybody starts talking about sports and all of a sudden you just go numb because everything everybody's saying is going over your heads, all the stats, all the teams, all the history. It's like, yeah, go Pats.
When they talk about any sport really beyond the Celtics, that's where I'm at, because I only really follow basketball. I've
only been to one Celtics game, but it was fun.
Oh, I try to go to at least one a season.
Nice. How much are tickets for the Garden for a Celtics game now for reasonable seats?
To be honest, it depends on who they're playing. The cost of tickets all change depending on the competition. If it's just some bums that are coming, like if they're playing the Chicago Bulls, it's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. We'll let
Yankees and Bills. Hey, that don't make you all bad. That don't make you all bad, Kelly.
No, the car girl part will take.
Buffalo Bills, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon?
What?
What?
Is that like the creepy Buffalo Bill song?
I don't know. No, that's Buffalo Gals. Won't you come out tonight?
Buffalo Bills?
Oh, Buffalo Gals. Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Gals is the football team, I think. Wait a minute. What? Sorry, Kelly. She says that about the song.
Yeah, I just don't even know. I don't even know who plays for the Sox right now.
Me neither. I don't follow baseball. Baseball, my son plays Little League now, and he's doing the summer league where he plays in other towns some games. Last Friday, we were playing in Franklin, and it's cool. But now, all my Friday nights, my son has baseball. So if I'm doing my Friday Night Live, I got to do it a little later.
There you go, though. But people are usually around. I mean, Friday night's a good night,
Yeah, but I get tired. I'm even up late for a Thursday night. I'm up too late. I usually don't hang out with you for very long because I usually go to bed. I usually shut down, try to lay down, watch a little TV, try to go to sleep around 9.
Yeah, well, I was in work early this morning because I did the OT. And whenever you get to do overtime, you get to choose your shift. So I always choose the earliest one so I can get out earlier.
Yeah. I get up early every day. That's another thing, too. It's like I have to go to bed early because I get up early every day. And I need sleep, Right. The only basketball I like is the Harlem Globetrotters. Hell yeah.
Yep.
You're probably a Washington Generals fan.
There was another group. Is the Washington Generals? Is that another?
That's one of the teams that the Harlem Globetrotters beat all the time. One of those other, yeah.
All right, because I know there's actually like a Globetrotter type of team. It's a very similar type of shtick.
Yeah.
And they
see, this is how Boston is. This is how Boston is and Boston sports is, right? I'm not even a sports guy. I don't give a crap about baseball. But now that Kelly said Yankees, I have to rip on her. Just kidding, Kelly.
They've got a way better baseball team than us right now. So I won't rip on you too much.
Shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that about the Celtics, even though I was surprised that the Knicks bumped them out. I don't
Hey
know what
Nate,
the hell.
this little corner of my basement is going to be my new place to do live streams from. But as you can tell, there's not very good lighting down here. I got to get a light fixture for the ceiling. I got to make a little bit more room and set up some shelves and stuff like that. But it's nice and cool down here, and I'm underneath the router, so I have decent signal. Because I can't now. It's too hot to do lives in the shed. In the
Right.
winter, it's too cold to do lives in the shed, and I can't do it in my office. The room is too small. It's right next to my daughter's room. I'm too loud. But I think down here is going to be perfect.
Is that an X-wing behind you?
77 World Series? Cool, Kelly. That's wicked cool.
Is that an X-wing behind your head?
Yeah, in 77, I was going to Star Wars. I was like 5 years old.
That's pretty cool, man.
Now, this one, yeah, next one.
So what are you in the basement, like right next to the garage or whatever? Are you still
Kinda,
playing pool?
yeah. Have you been you haven't even been in my house, have you? As many times you come over.
I've only been upstairs in the living room. That's it.
Oh, you have? Yeah, in my basement, I got the pool table right over there. And then like the water heater next to me. I got this air hockey table that we like never use. I'm kind of underneath the stairs is right here.
Right.
I got a bunch of storage shelves, but a lot of the stuff I have to get rid of it. Like I have 2 clothes baskets, like laundry baskets full of VHS tapes.
Good Lord.
Hey, you need any VHS tapes?
Dude, I wouldn't even know what to do with them.
Dude, I almost said the F-bomb. Look at this. We got the best of The Simpsons. Oh, look at that. Disney's animated classics, The Fox and the Hound. Oh, how are you going to say no to Mary Poppins? Come on, man. You need some VHS, right?
I already said no.
Damn you. What are you, going to cable or something?
You just won't take no for an answer, will you?
Cable is for the weak.
Literally have everything on cable, man. All those things you just showed me, I could find in like 2 seconds. I've been starting to actually like cut down on all my the streaming services though.
Hey, guess what? VHS is where it's at, nerd.
Yeah. Speaking of nerds.
Oh
no, what was I even just saying? Oh, so you just about to say we're almost about to drop an F-bomb. And in my premiere today, I had a new person pop in that I've been watching their channel for a while too, but Bob from the MFers came in. Have you seen the MFers yet?
I've seen them like a year ago. They were big in all those communities.
Yeah, well, they're back. They've been posting stuff again. And dude, because I don't think they can be monetized for the stuff that they say.
Yeah,
but they're hysterical.
Yeah.
Like,
well, according to YouTube standards, I guess the F word is okay. It's not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
But I try not to say it. The C word is the one that gets me. A lot of my friends in the UK, they will yell the C word. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a while for me too, Kelly. I had a very serious panic attack last time I tried to go to the theater, and that was the last straw for me. But what was I going to say?
That's just part of their normal language, that C word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in the UK, they scream the C word all the time, right? And to them, that's culturally acceptable, but it is not culturally acceptable for us. And it sounds funny to talk about different cultures, US and UK, because we're so similar, but we are also different cultures. And I can't have that on my channel. I cannot have these guys yelling C word on my channel, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Want to laugh? Yeah.
We always want to laugh.
Oh my God, I can smell myself. And not like BO, but just like sweat. I gotta take a shower.
Smell the salt.
I definitely can't go to sleep without taking a shower tonight. Gross.
I'm going to have to too, especially just because of the day that I had. Like I said, right out of the gate by 7, it was 50 Shades Free. Oh my God.
What is this? The movie that she last saw in the theater was 50 Shades Free. 50 Shades of Grey. I see these short videos. I don't know if they're reels on Facebook or what they are, but people listen to 50 Shades of Grey audio tape loud in public with people like at the gas station with people next to them and stuff. That's funny.
Yes, yeah, I've seen some of those too, and the people on the side of the corner just looking like, because they get pretty nasty when they're reading that stuff.
Yeah. I didn't read that book, but I think my wife did.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't read a good book in a while. I have started something called Helltown, which is written about Cape Cod's first and only serial killer, a guy named Tony Costa, and he was up in Truro, and they actually called him Tony Chop Chop because he would chop people up. Or they also called him the Truro Vampire because supposedly he drank people's blood.
Tony, that is not nice. It is not acceptable behavior in our community, Tony. Okay.
Yeah, Tony's not around anymore.
You-
But we used to try to freak ourselves out because we knew there was always rumor about where the place was that he had done all the killing and stuff, and it was supposedly in one of these graveyards in Truro. And when we were teenagers, we would go up there in the cars and we would try to find anything that he might have left behind, or just try to see whatever. We were kids. We were trying to freak ourselves out. We never lasted more than 20 minutes at that place before we...
you tried to do the Candyman thing and you said, Tony, 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 but a hip-hop group from the 90s showed up.
Yeah, that was horrible. But speaking
I
of
can't
that,
think of one song by Tony. What?
But speaking of the same friends and going back to the drive-in, there were many a time where this friend had a Monte Carlo and it had a really, really big trunk. And so we would go to the Wellfleet drive-in and like 3 or 4 of us would get in the trunk as we passed through because, even though it was super cheap, we were broke. We were broke,
Right. I remember those days.
Yeah.
For me, high school in the 1980s, late 1980s, right? Me and my buddy would search through the seats of his car and find like 63 cents and put it in the gas tank and go down to the beach for the day instead of going to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when 63 cents could actually buy you some gas.
Right. When gas was 79 cents a gallon, Oh, this will get us to the beach and back. I already have like an eighth of a tank. This will get us there,
Yeah. And then home. We'll be fine.
Yeah. And those days you didn't care. If you ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere, 50 miles from home, you could call, whatever, mommy or someone, and, your brother, sister, friend, whatever, come hook it up.
Someone would show up with a tiny little can of gas and they could pour it in
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Things were much, much different back then. I try to tell my kids that, but I just sound like an old guy, so I don't even bother.
My son just turned 12. He says I was born in the 1800s.
Out of his mind.
But
But technically,
what's going on, brother?
Tomcat, what's happening, man?
Yeah, so my son turned 12 a couple of days ago. It was really nice. So I bought a big new tent for camping for Maine, and we put it out in the yard before his last day of school a few nights ago. We slept out in the yard. It was nice. It was fun.
I miss doing that. I don't live in a place where I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you've been to the Cape here, but I don't think you've even come anywhere near my house.
No, I haven't seen your house.
I live on a super, super busy road.
Okay.
Even though my yard is fenced in, I wouldn't trust sleeping out in my backyard.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like I live in the ghetto or anything, but it's just
carry a hammer. Just keep a hammer in your sleeping bag.
I don't want to sleep with a hammer, dude.
Why not? Don't knock it till you tried it.
Yeah.
Okay. Full moon, get a little cuddle on with that hammer.
With that hammer, yeah. Ooh. That's old.
I got a splinter.
I did get a splinter. But we got what you call it. Shane in about 10 minutes here, buddy. I'm gonna take off.
I
appreciate you coming by here. I know it's bedtime for you anyways.
Yeah, but, no worries.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate you sending over your crew of raiders. 3 hammers. Kelly's prepared.
3. How can I say this?
Nice. Be nice.
3 nails to drive.
All right, guys. We're going to take off. Appreciate you coming on, buddy. We'll talk to you all later on.
Bye. Good night.